What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we've got a bit of a T20 World Cup update. Now we're only into very early stages of the T20 World Cup. We've only had a few games really played into the World Cup. I didn't have any big sort of videos planned for today. I was just going to take a day off from just doing reaction videos or anything like that. We haven't been I just recorded my video about Clarke now and Ahmedabad franchises, which is super exciting. I'm actually so excited to see how the IPL goes next year. But I thought we'd do a bit of an update. Together we would go through the rest of the fixtures. We would talk about how the table sits, which teams are looking good, which teams are looking bad, and just go through a bit of the recent results. So if you guys are new, subscribe. We might do this about 2 to 3 times throughout the World Cup. Just have a video where you can sit down, watch the video with me. And just kind of look at the table, the stats, how the World Cup's panning out early, what surprises me, what doesn't. So we're just going to go up to the top. So Australia, again, good win. West Indies getting bowled out for 55 was a massive shock. England, their bowling was pretty solid, so I'll give them a tiny bit of credit. Bangladesh, of course, lost to Sri Lanka. It was I watched the whole game, obviously, but it was Bangladesh batted incredibly well. And Sri Lanka, just late stuff there. I almost did a review on this game, and I'm like, I'll just leave it. I'll leave it alone. No, great game of cricket. If you haven't watched the highlights to that game, definitely go and do so. It was a great game. India, Pakistan, as you guys, if you haven't seen my review to it the other day, definitely check that out. But gee, that Shaheen Afridi spell early on was just bloody nuts. Rizwan, Babar Azam. I gave my credit to Pakistan and to Babar Azam, and they've already shocked me. Now, if you're an Indian fan, don't be too worried. You would much rather lose the first game of the tournament than lose a final or lose a game mid or late tournament. The last game of the group stage you lose, and then you're going into maybe the semi-finals with a loss. You don't want to do that. So you'd much rather get the loss out of the way. India will still qualify for the playoffs, so don't worry about that, lads. Do not worry about that, everyone. You guys will be fine. We also had a match that was today, Afghanistan versus... Do you guys hear that? I don't know if anyone just heard that, but that was a loud sort of explosion. That was weird. And there it is again. Okay, we're just going to move past that. I do have a war base that I live near, 30 minutes that direction. It's over the hill. Please tell me some of you guys just heard that again. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. And sometimes, they're always practicing dropping shit on explosions and guns and everything that you could find in a war base, essentially. I don't really want to go through here. This happened early this morning for me. Mujeebur Rahman took 5 for 20. Really incredible stuff. Afghanistan with a comfortable win, to be honest. I'm not really going to go through it all, but Rashid Khan 4 for 9. Just world class, isn't he? And then really you didn't have a whole lot more to really talk about. Najibullah, Rahmanullah. Afghanistan just really outclassed them in the end of the day. So, not a whole lot to talk about. The upcoming matches, which is going to be really exciting. South Africa, Windies. This is a match that I'm super keen for. I think I hope South Africa win because at the table, we'll get to that in a moment. But as an Australian, I feel like the Windies are more of a threat than South Africa to us on the table. So I obviously, I'm probably hoping South Africa win, especially after the Windies lost their first game. So, I love the Windies. I love Chris Gayle, but if it's between Australia and West Indies to make the playoffs, I would much rather Australia make the playoffs, obviously. And early tomorrow morning for me will be Pakistan and New Zealand. Going to be another great game. I'll hopefully be staying up for that one. I might even do a little bit of a vlog in between these and just like that. As if you didn't see my vlog to the Australia game the other day, check that out. So, yeah, I might do one there if they're... But sometimes, you know, at 1 a.m., it's quite hard to actually keep my eyes open, I'm not going to lie. England, Bangladesh, that'll be a good game, maybe. Scotland, Namibia. And then finally, another Australian game. We play Sri Lanka, we have to win that. Windies, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Pakistan. When the fuck did India play again? Damn, India have to wait so long for their next match. It's insane. But then do they play early? So 1st of November, 4th of November. So they only have to wait 3 days. And then they play 2 days later. Okay, so we're going to get Indian games pretty fluently after that. We're going to get Australian games pretty fluent after that. So, okay, good. Had me a little bit worried there for a second. All right, so let's jump into the Super 12, how it's looking at the moment. Every country has played a match except for Namibia, New Zealand. Again, there's more explosions. If you can hear them, just ignore it. I'm going to be okay. So let's go through. Group stage 1, I mean, the group of death, essentially, that it's been claimed. England, great win. They look dangerous. Sri Lanka, look, it was a great win against Bangladesh. I don't think they'll finish up the top, but you never know. Australia, you know, I mean, great win against South Africa. We almost choked in the end. We need to focus on our batting a lot. If our batting can get better, I think we're a real chance to cause some problems for a lot of countries. South Africa, look, bowled well to us, didn't bat well. I mean, they rely so much on Quinton de Kock. You know, no Faf du Plessis, no Imran Tahir. They rely a lot on Quinton, and if Quinton de Kock doesn't do a lot, they're in a lot of sorts. And, you know, they rely too much on their bowlers of Rabada, Nokia, Nordici, whatever the goddamn man's name is. Hopefully we get to see Ngidi play. Obviously Shamsi's a world-class bowler. So, look, I mean, they're a great country, even without Faf and Tahir, but I feel like, you know, they are lacking those two massively. Bangladesh, yeah, what can you say? I mean, they just had to finish off that game against Sri Lanka. Unfortunately, I don't think they'll cause too many problems after that. You know, they did look good with the bat. Bowling, it was just some pretty average bowling from who was the bowler? I did have a bit of a rant on Twitter about one of their depth bowlers who bowled so bad. Who was it? If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, go over there, because sometimes that's where I let like even more real feelings out. And I didn't attack a bowler, but I really wasn't happy. I think it was Saferdin. Yeah, I was not happy. He's depth bowling. He went for 38 runs. Wow. His last over was putrid. Around that, you know, 18th over mark, I think it was. Horrible bowling. Probably almost cost them the game with the ball. It was just some of the worst depth bowling I've ever seen. I'm not even going to lie to you. All right, quickly back to the table. We'll jump through it again. Windies, yep, whatever. I mean, they need a win, don't they? Group stage 2, Afghanistan and Pakistan at the top. Namibia, New Zealand have not played. India and Scotland down the bottom. Now, who would have thought that we would be seeing India and Scotland down the bottom of the table after week 1? Not me. Namibia haven't played a game, but they're above India. Who would have thought Namibia would be in front of India? Not me. Obviously, they haven't played, so it's not like they haven't had the chance to go below them again, but, you know, shit happens. India, again, nothing to worry about there. They'll fix it. That'll be okay. Still, I think they're still comfortably the favourites to win the tournament. All right, the runs. Oh, they're including the group stages. That sucks. Shakib. Why are they including the group stages? That's actually really annoying. Can I fix that? I don't think so. I mean, geez, Majib's the only one with a fifer. Pat Cummins, economical, nice. Moeen Ali. Timel, get out of here, Timel. What's Virat done? Most 50s, yeah, he's got one, nice. Bubba Azam as well. Best bowling averages, Rashid, Majib, Adil Rashid, Paul Sterling. I mean, they're not in the tournament, but it's okay. And the batting average, Kohli, obviously, after the one game. David Wees for Namibia is averaging 100. Wowee. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot more. I mean, I just thought I'd do an early update video just so we can kind of discuss, you know, where everything's at really in the tournament. It's super exciting, and, you know, we have had a break from some quality cricket, I would say. Obviously, India, Pakistan, and then Afghanistan, Scotland. I mean, it was okay, but there's nothing exciting about watching a blowout. It's exciting to watch Rashid and Majib do their thing always, but not a whole lot of excitement about it. I think T20 cricket, as much as we'd love to see fifers and big wicket hauls, we like to see a lot of big runs. Now, Afghanistan did bat well, so, you give them credit. But yeah, hopefully we can get some close matches. I would love to see a super over or two this tournament. That'd be awesome to see. But hey, that is going to cap it off, guys. Again, I'm going to do a few more update videos just throughout the tournament, just to kind of sit down here, talk with you guys about my thoughts on the current stand of things. Again, early in the tournament, hey, but it's shaping out to be a really close tournament, especially India losing, South Africa almost beating Australia, Pakistan winning, who knows what they'll do, Afghanistan smashing Scotland, Bangladesh choking to Sri Lanka. Does Sri Lanka, start to put on some form? The Windies getting bowled out early. England looking solid with the ball and bat. There's a lot of storylines for this World Cup so far, so keep tuned into the channel. Subscribe, notifications on. Hey, that's going to cap it off, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.